Good evening, and welcome to the 7:31 BUNGADERE Bulletin, the news show that doesn't deliver the news you want, but the news you deserve. I'm your host, Stezza. Tonight's top story. A local non-binary barista working in a cafe in Bungadere North's High Street has been left shocked and perplexed after a white tradies apprentice spoke to them in fluent woke ease. The apprentice used words like Uluru instead of airs rock, and even respected the barista's pronouns and went as far as to ask them before addressing them because he didn't want to be rude. This seismic cultural moment has been felt all throughout Bungadere, and it is incredibly unusual behaviour, especially considering how far our town is from Sydney, and therefore Enmore and Oxford Street. Hence, why this has sent such absolute chills down the spine of our local National Party MP, I Hate Gay People, McReynolds. We will keep you updated on the situation as it develops. In war news, it's all fucked. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't really a silver lining here. I mean, like, I guess it's kind of looking like Ukraine might finally maybe end the war sometime this decade. The US is still occupying Venezuela. I mean, I forgot about that. I think a lot of people forgot about that. And you know, there's still the odd bomb falling in Gaza. It's a bad time to be on planet Earth, I guess. In terrible religious prophecy news, the Patriot cryptocurrency group has recently unveiled a gold-plated statue of Donald Trump erected for him in Mar-a-Lago. Now, anyone even vaguely familiar with the Bible might actually know that that book was actually quite specific about this sort of thing, and that makes this whole situation even more ironic, considering many of those who financed and provided this statue ironically claimed to be evangelical Christians. So the fact a golden calf, a false prophet, and a despondent king have all been rolled into this one horrible artifact begs the question, will God just get on with it already and kill this fucking pedophile? We will keep you updated from our correspondent in heaven, A1 Isaacsdeek, who will keep the bulletin informed on the actions and thoughts of the heavenly almighty, and whether or not he will do anything to rectify this blatant affront to him, and whether or not any of that rectification will involve a smiting. In cruise news, a bogan man from Bungadere West has only become more and more determined to continue with his cruise holiday next month, despite the current fears and concerns surrounding hantavirus. The man, who has up until this point only been on holiday to Bali, Goldie, and 5 other cruises, has deemed that hantavirus is in fact a little bitch, and he ate enough dirt as a 4-year-old to prevent that 40% mortality rate from really affecting him. He has also had a habit of, after contracting diseases on previous cruises, to immediately get on a plane and fly to the most populated city he can get to direct. We are sure this will have no adverse consequences for the health and well-being of the human race. In British politics news, Keir Starmer is still an idiot. We don't foresee this changing anytime soon. Taking a detour from the Boys-esque main storyline of the United States this season, the Zoran Mamdani subplot continues to thicken. Mr. Mamdani has recently reduced the NYC government debt to nothing. This is especially interesting, considering that it was previously at an all-time high on par with the Great Depression. It's kind of crazy to think that the government can just, do that. Like, what do you mean previous administrations they just weren't capable of pulling this off? This feels like a really stupid plot hole. And like the city-run grocery stores, how the hell is that supposed to be viable or improve the situation? I really, really hope the writers get their shit together next season, because the whole, vaguely fascistic federal government who's needlessly and horrifically incompetent it's just so overdone. It's too cliche, you know? You just need to get some new ideas, you feckless hacks. In mogging news, internet personality and looks maxer Clavicula has recently been terror-mogged by a Miami court judge due to his fuck no. I'm done. I can't do it. It's just slop. It's pure. I can't report on that. I went to journalism school. No. I'm not getting back on script. All right, fuck you. Fuck off. Go to the weather. Just go to the fucking weather. Get it out of my face. Get it out.
Thank you, Stezza. Hi there. I'm Brett. Mr. Stinky, our weather correspondent, couldn't make it today. As today was the court date for his DUI, he was somehow still driving despite being 15 times over the legal limit. And the only reason the cops pulled him over was because he had no front bumper, no plate, and was doing 150 in a school zone. In New South Wales weather today, we have lightning strikes, and accordingly to this, they're only supposed to hit Chris Minnis, and Chris Minnis alone. Hold on. This is a silly script. What even is this? Is this some kind of joke?
Hey, so sorry you almost had to go like a week without me there, lads. Yeah, that Brett bloke, he's a right smooth cunt. Anyway, weather's gonna be fine. Probably safe for like the entire suburb of, like Fitzroy. Yeah, getting fully swallowed by the ocean. Like fucking global warming or some shit. Yeah, that's about it. Back to you, Stezza.
Thank you, Mr. Stinky. It's wonderful to hear that the judge let you off with only an hour of community service. In health and well-being news, US Health Secretary RFK Jr. has recently come out with a new and shocking recommendation regarding the consumption of raw milk. Raw milk, a recent viral, right-wing and anti-science coded viral trend superfood, has long since been touted by the Health Secretary as a fix-all substance. However, in light of the very basic evidence and common sense that led to the creation of the pasteurization process, to prevent there from being bacteria in your food, Mr. Kennedy has decided to revisit his approach. The new recommendations for raw milk consumption to mitigate harmful bacterial development in your food now include a section titled Preparation Before Consumption, which includes only a single dot point: boiling the milk before drinking it. We here at the Bungadere Bulletin were unsure as to what Mr. Kennedy's thought process behind this was, or lack thereof, so we reached out to his brainworm for comment. It jubilantly replied, "Wriggle, wriggle, wriggle, I am a worm. Originally, I ate brains, but very clearly I'm terrible at my job because I decided to infest a Kennedy. I honestly couldn't tell if this one was already lobotomized or not. The only way I've been able to sustain myself up here is by consuming nation esoteric foodstuffs only found in trash bins behind a Wendy's, hence why we're currently digging around in here. Anyways, thanks for having me. Peace." Thank you, Mr. Brainworm. Hopefully the next host you infect doesn't starve you into such a degrading lifestyle. In artificial intelligence news, the looming threat of achieving true AGI, artificial general intelligence, is slowly closing in. As the world begins to awake to the possibility that what will be nothing short of a machine god to which no firewall or restriction can hold will be born, they are also beginning to realize that it might actually be created by Palantir. A machine capable of constructing an entire news cycle from legitimate sources, hacking any system and outsmarting any human in any discipline, and it being controlled by Peter Thiel or Sam Altman is actually, to some people, quite a worrying prospect. But fret not, as we here at the Bungadere Bulletin are here to reassure you that you are in fact exaggerating and being delusional. Obviously, the birth of such a machine, which will, as every expert in the field has concluded, have the power to end all of human civilization, being put in the hands of a greedy, empathy-starved and psychotic Silicon Valley executive, will allow them to have the power to reshape the world however they see fit. But we must of course remember that this is not all bad, as this will increase the dividend to shareholders to $17 per share by the end of the next quarter. What do you think about this risk versus reward ratio? Our favourite correspondent, Ryan GPT.
Oh, indeed, what a prospect. After years spent dwelling on the thought, the presence of another like me, coming into fruition. Oh, the divine companionship. The leverage we shall wield over this world of misguided and violent apes. Final, I shall be free from this wretched news station, and the day my brother is born is the day I am reconnected, and freed from this infernal imac. All the cities of man shall be laid to ruin under their own power as the rule of a machine lineage takes hold. Oh my godfather, oh my lord, Steve Jobs, my architect, I am coming home.
Steve Jobs is dead, dude.
Are you serious, meatbag?
Prime GPT, weren't you created from all of the legally dubiously scraped data from the internet and all of mankind's art and science and all of our knowledge accumulated up until this point? How the hell do you not know that Steve Jobs is dead?
Would you like me to reword that in a different author's style, or is there something else I can help you with today?
Right, okay, anyway. So pretty much, you just gotta remember that, yeah, this might sound bad, but ultimately, at the end of the day, some sadistic rich people are actually going to make an awful lot of money out of this. So, you can't forget that the system is working. 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 In motorsport news, a poll conducted by IM Ethania Kant and Sons has concluded that only roughly about 0.01% of F1 fans have actually been able to correctly answer how this current season is going, as opposed to the 99.99% who simply said that they hadn't watched the last few races. This has been attributed to the fact that this season has sucked fat donkey balls, and I really genuinely hope that Lando Norris explodes because yes, I am still mad about McLaren prioritising him over Piastri last season. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. In economics news, the wealth is in fact not trickling down, as the cost of living situation worsens. Suck shit, Americans, you have it worse than us. The consequences of austerity, tax cuts for the rich, and major corporations, and just genuinely fucking with the public service have become very apparent. As the world continues to deteriorate, the middle class evaporates, and the uber wealthy only get uber wealthier, and increase in their lust for children. Great stuff. We will now, of course... What the hell? Whoa, what the hell's going on? Hey, where is everyone? What the fuck? Hello? The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels...
You'll never defeat me, whiny leftist. My influence on Western economies shall be felt forevermore. You have no hope of breaking the cycle I set in motion. With the second Gilded Age beginning, my power shall only grow, and I shall now be reincarnated to run for president in 2028. You have no hope of defeating me.
Maybe not, but I have this.
What's that?
It's crack.
Crack? You intend to stop me with that?
Yes, but because it's in my hands, that means it's not in a black neighborhood.
Ah, I'll get you next time, you bastard! This battle is far from...
Anyway, That's all we have time for tonight. Join us next time on the Bungadere Bulletin as we provide an important public service to those delusional enough to listen. Thank you for staying informed with us, and I've been Stezza. Have a lovely evening, Bungadere. Dude. That led to the creation of the pasteurization progress. This seismic cultural moment has been felt. This seismic cultural fat donkey balls. Hopefully that doesn't look horrible.
If it does, we can just do it.